Oh, what's up, people? This is the black people out there, yeah, who has been called white boy, white man, or act like a white girl, whatever it is, yeah, or you dress white, or you act white, or you speak white, yeah. I've gone through it before. When I was a teenager, when I went to Wilson High School, yeah, when Chantel Phillips says, I dress like a white man. But there's a term, yeah, that I found out in 2009 when I was living in North West London. It's called Oreo. What's up, people? This is Money Culture. I'm in the kitchen here. I'm going to make some tea. So, let's boil the kettle and make some tea and talk about this term, Oreo. What's up, people? This is Money Culture here, straight out of North West London. Hope everyone's doing okay. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Outside is windy, it's dark, and it's chilly. And it's autumn season now. Hope you have a nice autumn, even though it's going to be cold anyway. Just finish myself a cup of tea, and I bet you the negative black people say, he's white as this teacup. Right, guys. What is an Oreo? Okay, an Oreo, yeah, is when a black person, yeah, black man or black woman, right, will be called that who is black on the outside but white on the inside, right? And and that term has been given to them, yeah, is because they talk white, or they act white, or they dress white, or they listen to a certain music, which white people listen to, what I mean, and etc., 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 right? The first time I heard this word was in 2009 when some fan members, yeah, have called me an Oreo because I was eating with a knife and fork. They say that white people eat with knife and fork, what I mean, and I was raised with manners, right? So I've been called that, and I haven't been called that since, right? And I've been called that when I was living in Brenton, North West London, yeah? So, saying that to me will put me in an unhappy spot, or an agitating spot, right? I know, yeah, that there's some stories of black people, especially young black people, being called that, right? Here's some videos, yeah, what I got from TikTok, right? And I want you to watch them, right? Bring in the thunder.
Bro, when I was younger, I used to be deemed as a white kid. Crazy, right? But not in the sense that I was actually white, but more so in the sense that I just did different things like skateboard. I play airsoft. I talk proper. It's, the normal stuff that they deem you like non-black for, or not being, I guess, a hoodlum, as some would say. And I don't know, it made me feel different, but it never made me feel bad. Like, I never felt terrible at the fact that they called me that. I just knew that they called me that because I was just different. But I say all that to say, no matter what it is that you do, no matter your interests, and no matter what anybody else says about you, continue doing you. Continue doing the things that make you happy. Continue doing things that just may be different from outside of everybody else's norms, because you never know where it can take you and where it can end up. Don't listen to other people's opinion about you being different simply because they don't understand it. And that's
When people tell me, "Oh, you an Oreo, bro," I look at it as like, okay, appreciate you. Like I really thank you, bro, because you gotta really think about it, nigga. Everybody loves Oreos, bro. Like, bro, everybody fucking loves Oreos, bro. That's a multi-million billion-dollar business. Everybody fucking loves Oreos, bro. Name me one person who doesn't like an Oreo, bro. I'll wait. You probably munching on one right now, bro. Come on now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hello, world. We're my black and brown brothers and sisters who went to predominantly white institutions, and you were called an Oreo. I'm Shannon, and I'm talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly parts of growing up black and a woman. So if you were ever called an Oreo and you're black, I see you. So back in the day, at least where I grew up, the term Oreo would be used to describe somebody of mixed race, typically black and white, just like an Oreo cookie. The term Oreo is also used by the black community towards the black community to describe a black person who may have grown up in the suburbs or in predominantly white spaces. And basically it's that black person saying, you're not black enough. You know, you're black on the outside, but you're white on the inside. Now that I'm older thinking about it, I feel like calling a black person an Oreo kind of breaks down to the stereotypes. There's stereotypes about black people and there's stereotypes about white people. And if you meet a black person or a white person who doesn't perfectly fit into either of those categories, it causes some confusion. People will be like, wait, you're a black girl who played lacrosse and you played basketball? You had the Jay-Z Hard Knock Life CD on repeat and you just went to a Dave Matthews Band concert? Like, yeah, I can do all those things. It doesn't make me any less black. It just makes me that much more human, regardless of my skin color or what you think people with the same skin color as me should be doing or should be thinking. And maybe we could just start seeing people as who they are. I don't know, I'm just saying. So if you've been called an Oreo, I see you. And if you're somebody who called or calls people Oreos because of their mixed race or because they're not black enough, let's just stop doing that. Toodles.
Yeah, like I've been called Oreo and stuff in the past. I do think as you get older, people become less ignorant and you don't really get called that as much. But just ignore them. You are not an Oreo. Say it with me. You are not an Oreo for pronouncing your words properly. Okay?
So, you've seen the videos. And I tell you something, yeah? What those young black people went through, I've gone through it, right? I have been called white man by a family member on my dad's side. And I've been called Oreo on my mom's side when I was in my 20s. I think I was like 28, 20. I was just under my 30s, yeah? Right? And you also been this black girl who was a classmate of mine, not really. She said to me, I dress like a white man. You know, I don't know where she get that from. I don't know if she get it from her mum. I don't know if she get it from her grandmother. I don't know if she get it from her auntie. I don't know if she did. Her mum, her aunt, and her grandma are stupid as hell. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, it's very hurtful. Of, you know, when someone yeah, who's the same skin color as you are calling you that. It's very painful, you know, because the hurt is there, the trauma is there, right? I'm gonna say trauma because like, it affects you, right? It puts you in a confusion, especially when you're young. You say, are you thinking, right? You question about your blackness, and I'm saying, what? Am I black? Am I what? Because I talk well, or I get good grades, which I never got no good grades in school. Because I dress well, I'm well spoken. I listen to certain music. What I mean, because end of the day, to the black people, yeah, who've been called Oreo or you act white, you're still a black person. End of the day, you don't need to act like a black person. You are a black person. That is your race, right? When that term was given to me, I was like, they're really playing with fire. They know me already. They know my arsehole. They know I'm a piece of shit. They know I don't care about anything, right? So, I don't know why this term is being given to me, because I got manners. Sometimes. But the term Oreo, you know something, guys? The black people be called Oreo. You're not an Oreo. You just, you're different from society. You know what I mean? You act a certain way, right? You don't act like the stereotype of a black person, that negative, that ratchetness. You understand, right? I refuse to act ratchet. A man acting ratchet is pretty feminine. You get me, right? And let me see something. I do love my culture. I love the black culture. I love the black British culture. Holy shit. I love the Jamaican culture. I love it to the core. I'm a huge fan of the Jamaican culture. I'm a huge fan of Jamaica. I haven't been to Jamaica for what? Since 2012. That's a long time, and I would love to go there again. I got family there, some are ratchet. I got friends there I haven't seen for a long time, and some exes, So it's like, I do love the culture. I do love black culture. But the thing is, these people, who keep on calling these black people, who's calling other black people Oreo or acting white, they're affecting black people. They're affecting the culture. How could anyone see something that degrading? And it is a degrading thing to say. You know what I mean? Right? The reason They don't call you white all the time, or Oreo all the time, or coconut. The new term I've heard now. Lord of mercy. Right? They stop saying it, because it's very, very damaging. It's very, very damaging to that black person, or to other black people, right? You can call them idiot, you can call them jackasses, you can call them stupid, but Oreo or acting white, dressing white, whatever, that's a no-no. This is a Chantel Phillips, from Wilson High School, I want to tell you something. What made you say that? What made you say that I dress like a white man? Just tell me what. Because my trousers ain't low? Well, I don't fit the stereotypes, or act like some fools on the street? What is it? Just tell me, because I don't know. I'm on Facebook, by the way. You can message me there. You can ask questions. You can just ask. You can answer my question. Don't be scared to answer my question. I won't cuss you down. I won't call you a bitch. I won't call you a hoe. You know what I mean? Tell me what's the reason why? Because I don't act like your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriends, who are worthless. What? I don't act like a baby father who might be a deadbeat. Yo, I don't know, blood. I don't know. Right? I know, that my mom and dad always taught me to speak properly, you know what I mean? Or speak well. And the reason for that, is that, like, my parents from Jamaica, you know what I mean? They'll have a certain speaking, right? When you speak the Queen's language. I mean, not posh, not stush. Well, people look at me as some stush guy. Don't speak eloquently, not speak like this well-spoken man. It's just standard. It is standard, but they'll talk patter towards me. My mom, she talks patter towards me when, my dad, when he was still alive, they talk patter towards me. You know what I mean? And you guys must be wondering, yo, money culture, why would they call you a white man? Why would they say you dress like a white man or call you Oreo? You're from the streets of Northwest London, blood. Church Road, Harlesden, Stonebridge, Neaston, like, you're hood boy, blood. You're hood boy, blood. It's people's ignorance, insecurities, it's how they were brought up, how they were raised, And, but at the end of the day, does it affect me? Well, it pissed me off. It really pissed me off. But it's like, at the end of the day, I gotta continue what I'm doing, you understand me? Guys, see, black people, yeah, while they were young, no matter in secondary school or college, yeah, they've been called white, or they say you're acting white, you speak white, you dress white, and all sorts of nonsense, yeah, about other black people. But Oreo, that one takes the piss. That really takes the cake, people. But at the end of the day, yeah, we just have to continue what we're doing. Yes, it does affect us, but we will get over it. My best friend been called Oreo. It's the same way as me, right? But at the end of the day, and he says to me, yeah, he messaged me, he says, because I did an article on that, yeah, he says, I'm a proud Oreo, yeah? If they call me Oreo, that's great, because I'm a proud Oreo, yeah? And I did laugh, I did laugh. I didn't like it, I kind of like, I had mixed feelings of it, yeah, but he's gone for that road before. That's it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my website, moneyculture.wordpress.com. If you haven't checked it out, the link will be in the description box. If you want to donate to me, which I have no issues of that, I had to ask for the money anyway. Yeah, you can donate to me as well, yeah. To the black people there, yeah, who have been called Oreo, or other black people, yeah, with their negative thoughts, saying that you're acting white and so on. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and whatever you're doing, I hope you do well with it. Yeah, I hope you be successful with it as well. And to the other black people, calling out other black